Alright, welcome everyone to another exciting session under the season of Agents by Microsoft. Today we are delighted to have CR Bhargavi with us, a passionate and an inspiring voice ready to share valuable insights and experiences. Get ready for an engaging session filled with knowledge and energy. A very warm welcome, CR Bhargavi. Over to you.
Thank you, Kamya, for the introduction. Hi, all. Thanks for joining. Hope I am audible and it's visible too. Can someone Kamya? Can you please confirm?
Yes, Bhargavi, you are audible and your screen is visible.
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. Uh, in today's session, we would be seeing about deploy, scale, automate, where we would be seeing about the agent creation and its best practices that what we can do in Azure, like what we can do with the help of the agent inside the Azure, and what are the different ways that Azure can be used for with the help of the agent is something that we would be discussing on this particular session. So before I go into deep of the today's session, let me give a brief introduction of myself. I am CR Bhargavi, working as a senior software engineer, and I'm in Microsoft MVP and a Microsoft certified trainer. And you can get in touch with me by scanning this QR code, and I would be happy to assist you post the session if you have any doubts as well, or if you can find out my blogs or articles as well. You can get in touch with me and reach from there. Okay. Without much time, let's see the agenda for today. The agenda for today would be like we would be seeing about the AI agent, which are there inside the Azure. Also, we would be touch basing on the Copilot Studio, where we would be seeing about the AI agents inside the low code, no code platform. And then we would also be seeing about the agent that what we can do with the help of the Copilot Studio, its subscription and limits that what it has. And then what are the generative AI capabilities that what it has inside the Copilot Studio. And then most probably this session would be something of demo, where we would be covering about the Copilot Studio and the Azure Foundry as well, where we would be developing the AI agent. So, from the start of the session, we had been hearing about the AI agent, and we can develop, and this is something that which has been like so popular among the technology which has been there, right? So, what do we mean by AI agent? Just and gist of it, like AI agent is something that uh, which has the generative AI capabilities which has been involved inside it, and that can have the contextual data design being able to combine with the AI algorithm that it can have, and it can effectively give back to the user as well. Also, uh, say in case AI agent is something that which you want to have your task being automated. So just to put in an example over here, your chatbot, and then your chatbot would be a perfect example of the AI agent, because agent is something that which sits in for the task that what you define on, and it would be performing your task that what you give it over there. Like consider a sales representative, or your IT administrator as well, wherein you go you are having some problem with your laptop and you have to go back to the team that what it handles on, and when they are handling it, they have certain FAQs that what they are referring, and from which you can itself solve the questions, right? So consider it something of that sort, and it's something that which reduces the repetitive task that what it does for the people that what um, laptop is being repaired, right? So that's the way the AI agent would be helpful for. It's a very low term, or to put in a as a very sample that what I can define the AI agent. And one such AI agent that what we can do is like conversational agent, and then you can have voice agent, you can have chat agent, and there are n number of agent that what it can have. And Copilot is one such AI agent which can uh, help you up with the scaling of task and other things. So um, and one among these AI agent where you can build your own agent is like AI Foundry, where you will be having the foundational models, and then you can have the open source models, and then you can have task models, industry models like Phi, and then you can have GPT versions, you can have RAG models, you can have various different models which are being there, and that uses the Copilot Studio, and then Visual Studio, GitHub, or AI Foundry SDK, and there can be anything that what it can define on. And what it does is like it can be having the various observability, where it could be having the evolutions, customizations, or you can have your own chatbot which can act for your team. Like you are working in an organization and you will have different teams, or you can be put into different services at the same moment, right? So that's where the AI agent would be playing a major role on. And what happens is like you should be having the content safety being added to to your chatbot. Like what do we mean by content safety is like whether the person who chats you with is not violating the rules that what it's been put on with the chatbot. So AI Foundry is a combination of everything that what we discussed so far. Like it can act as your agent. Also, it can act as your content safety manager, where it ensures your chatbot is being so safe. And this is one way that what you can do inside the Azure. And the other way that what we would be seeing is something like you can have Copilot Studio. So the Copilot Studio is a very powerful platform which allows you to customize and build chatbots or your own Copilot that what you can have. So the word Copilot means the AI agent that what we are referring here, and you can build your own AI agent inside the context of Microsoft 365. And this falls under the low code no code approach, where it's just the drag and drop approach, where you can plug in and plug out, and you can just add in the interfaces that what you want there, and you can plug and play over there. And then it provides you up with the comprehensive and connected environment for building and managing the Copilot, which are being there inside the Copilot Studio. So when we what are we about to see in this session is something that The Copilot Studio would be the base part that what we would be touch basing on with the help of the AI agent, and then we would also be seeing about the AI Foundry it where it would have the various type of the AI agent that what we can build on. So before I jump into the next part, I would like to cover on with the Azure AI ecosystem, where what does it mean is like you have various models which are being allocated with the help of the AI ecosystem, where you have Azure AI service and then five models as we discussed earlier, like Bayes, and then you have the DeepSeek as well. And when it comes with the agent tool chain, you have something like Azure AI agent service, AI search, and then you have various things that is being allocated. Also, when you want to when you want to manage the performance in production, then you can have the GitHub actions, or you can use the Azure monitor, or you can use the clear ML. That can be of anything that's been part of the ecosystem, and you can use it inside the Copilot Studio or Visual Basic, GitHub, or AI Foundry task, Foundry SDK, or anything, and that can get integrated with various models, and then performance, and that can be of anything, and it is like interrelated, and you can build in a solution for yourself. So it's now time for the demo part. Like we would go back to the demo part, and we would be coming back for the same. For accessing the Copilot Studio, what we would be doing is like we would be going for the Copilot Studio dot Microsoft.com, and once you have the many of you might have been already aware of using the Copilot Studio, because it's one of the easiest way that what we can develop a chatbot over there and use it as well. So once you get in inside the Copilot Studio.microsoft.com, you would be prompted to have the um, login for your Copilot Studio, where Copilot Studio offers you with 30 days of free trial, and post that you have to have either the industrial access for it, or you can buy on your own. Maybe we will be discussing about the licensing and pricing part at the last of Copilot Studio. And and coming on to the Copilot Studio on how does it work, it's one of the best tool, like where you just have to give in the prompt, and nowadays it started giving you up with the chatbot. If you had been familiar with Power Virtual Agent, then I would say this is one of the tool which is the same, which has the Power Virtual Agent capabilities, which is now introduced with Gen AI capabilities and other things over here. So, what does it do inside the Copilot Studio? Inside the Copilot Studio, you have the agent. Like you will be having the ways of creating an agent here. Like you can see in the top right, like describe your agent to create it. So this is where you would be defining on how your agent has to be. You can put it inside the prompt window that has been there, and it provides you up with suggestions as well on what we can do for it. Either you can go ahead and use it, or you can use the ones that what you want as well. So I'm just choosing in the same that's been listed over here. So when you are about to create an agent, it just creates an agent here. And what it does is like it would be having the configure. So when you want to configure it, you would be naming it as the way that what you want to add on. And if you are okay with the name, and you can given the icon, and then description, instruction, all those things can be mentioned over here. So description, I would say that what it exactly does for your chatbot. Instruction is something that what it has to do, like, um how do we say, if you are giving a payroll, and if it's something related to payroll, then it has to answer based on that. So that becomes the instruction. You will be providing the you will be giving it an way of telling what it has to do as a next step, is something that the instruction would be having on. And once you are done with that, you will be having the starter prompts as well. So what does it mean is like, it would be having the prompts that what it can have as the start of the conversation, like, what is your particular thing that what you are referring on, is something that the starter prompt will be having on. And all these are mutable, because um, even your agent name is also mutable, because even after your creation of the agent, you can come here and change it. Only thing that here you would be having is like, you will be able to add the knowledge here of whatever the choice that what you need, or you can also upload a file when you are whenever you have created it, or when you have something like your public website or something, then you will be coming here and editing it. So once you have created it, your agent now will get ready. And what it does is like, it would now have built a agent which would be answering certain queries, like considering the same HR policies. It would be answering up based on the general instruction that what it can do, like, it would be providing accurate up to date information on HR policy and employee benefits. And then it would answer questions related to employee benefits, like health insurance, retirement plans, and leave plans. And so there are different ways that the HR policies can define on, right? So all those have been referred here, and it would just work only for this particular instruction alone. If it's not been added, then you can expect it can answer on anything. Like, there are options that when you want your agent to have the generative AI capabilities being added as well, then you can enable it. So that what it does is like, it would be prompting you an option that it can answer by itself. um, so the generative AI features would be added there, and it can creatively answer based on that. If not, you can go ahead and disable it. And this is one option that what it provides for you. So let me come to each part one by one. So once your agent is now ready, what you would be adding as a next step is like your knowledge source. Knowledge source is not very different from the knowledge base that what you would be doing for the model creation, right? So it's the same thing that what you have here as well. You call it as knowledge source. And the knowledge source can be of any part. It's as same as the one that what we saw while we were creating it, right? So that's the same thing that what you can see here. Either you can upload a file, or either you can use it under the under the any of the feature which has been there, like you can connect it to service now, and from there you can get your IT tickets being handled by itself, or you can connect to the public websites, and from there it can answer your queries. Or if your SharePoint has some data and that has to get connected, then you can come here and connect it. Or if you are doing some search with the help of the AI search, then you can go ahead and start using the AI search as well here. And there are many advanced thing which are available over here as well, like um it just not stop here. When you are having a premium copilot version, then you will be having enough tools that what it can get connected with the help of the knowledge base as well. And what it does is that it would be having the, like, yeah, these were the things that what I had used before. So it's still pointing out to me on use the same thing that what we can have. So we can go ahead and use that with the help of the suggested knowledge which is available over there, or you can still use in a new one. And this is all about knowledge source. And when you come for topics is the place where you would be having the copilot, sorry, your conversation being built here. Say in case like you are giving in as high, and it has to read and return back the response, right? So all those depend on the topics. So when you are greeting in as hi, and when you click on this particular greeting, you would get to know what it does at the behind scenes. So when you are giving in a prompt saying that hi, so what it does is it would be in either form of speech variation, or if you had enabled something, then that would be having this particular thing. Or it can also have the message saying that hi, hello, hey, any of those formats, and it should return you back with the response. So all that the response and other things are being mentioned here. And how can I help you is something that it would be giving you back with the result of it. And from there you can go ahead and start using it. It's just an way of the sample that what we have shown. Like if you need it, or if you had created it and it's not useful anymore, then you can disable it. And once you had disabled it, then that particular topic will not work at all. So there can be of custom built topics, and there can be of system built topics which are available. So for system built topics, all your try catch and other things like the error handling facilities will be handled by itself. It's the same thing that what the Power Virtual Agent works on. But here everything is being handled not by you, by the generative AI, which that what you had given over there. So that's the major difference that what you can have here. So also when you want to create an agent, what you can do is like you can click on, and like what you do under the Power Virtual Agent, sorry, and under the Power Virtual Agent you can build in the whole thing from the scratch over here. Like when you want to add on a condition, or when you want to add on an action, then you will be using it. using it, all these things, like your generative answers has to be generated, then you will be using these particular things. And when you want to just send a message normally, then you will be using this, or ask a question, that can be of anything. And once you are done with all these things, it also provides you up with an option that you can generate a topic with the help of the copilot itself. Like, you just have to give your topic name, and then you have to tell it on what are you trying to create on. When you are creating over here, so when we I have just selected over the thing that what's been listed there. And what it does is like it had created the topic, and when you click on create, you can observe that the whole copilot would have been created on itself. Like, the whole topic could have been created by itself, and you can start using that. So these are just an example of topics. And when it comes for action, action will be of something like you can have the you can build in the action that what you want to add on. Like, you want to have the new prompt that what it can have, and then you want to connect it from the Azure bot framework, or build an new REST API, or when you want to connect it with the new external flow, or when you want to delete a row in the Excel, or that can be of anything. All those ones that what you want to perform as an action when you want to connect it with the other channels, then all those comes under the part of action here. And then comes with the activity, where you want to have the how your generative AI is acting on inside the activity. And analysis is like you're connecting it with the connecting your agent with the with the any of the visual studio, like, sorry, Power BI, or any such tool like that. And channel is like when you want to connect it with different channels, then you would be coming here, and you can go ahead and publish it under the Teams or Microsoft, or Microsoft 365 Copilot, or your own website, or custom website, or Telegram, Slack, or anything of that sort. So these are the things that which are available over the Copilot Studio, where you can scale your data that what you have, and get it connected with different channels, and you can see it like working with various things which are available. And there are agent flows which comes in as well. What does this agent flow mean is like when you want your agent to do some task, like it has to flow from one part to another with the help of the Power Automate. Then you would be clicking on here, and you would be adding in an option, and you can click on with the next, and it would just create a Power Automate flow for you, and from there you can get it connected. So that's where the flow plays a major role on. And library is like when you want your agent to get connected with various connectors, then you will come in here, and you can add various agent which are available. And you can select that, and that particular item gets added to your library, and that would be available under the flow or the actions that what we saw, right? So those will be available under that. That's the major major work of the library. And you can have the settings as well being defined, where when you go on to the right corner of your page, and you can have the general settings um, being displayed for you, and from there it would have the option. Also you can have the settings which are being available for that particular agent as well. Like you can have the settings being available, and when you have the settings, then you can have the voice being enabled, different languages being added to it. And then you can have the entities being added. Like entities are something like what you call it as a variable in other programming languages, right? So you call it as an entity here, and you can add it over here. And then you can have different skills. Like skills is something that which would be allowing you to have various url being connected, or your agent can have the next overview of what it does. And you can enable your security being done for your particular agent that what you are enabling on, rather in case of like you want to do that with the help of the Microsoft authentication, or say in case you want to build it, you had built it with the help of the Copilot Studio, and you are now trying to connect it with the help of the REST API. Then you have to pass it as an API, right? So for all those things, you will have the authentication being enabled. And once you are done with all those things, you can start using in your agent that what you had built on. To start using in the agent that what you had built on, you have something called as test at the uh, at the uh, right side of your page, where you can go ahead and test your agent on how does it work. I'm just giving it over there. So now can you understand? It's a greeting message that what we saw, and when we say a greeting, then that would be giving you back with the response of how does it work. So when you double click on it in the test part, it would open up the topics that what we had created. So this is where the conversational agent would get started on. And this is where when your start of the conversation is on, it would be replying you back. So whatsoever the message is on, it would be replying you based on hello, how can I help you today. That's what it had did over here. So when you put on good afternoon as well, it would be returning you back with the result of hello, how can I help you today. So this is how it would work. And if you start asking it something like what are the leave policies, and those kind of questions which are something related to your own agent, then what it does is like it would be trying to retrieve back from the knowledge that what it has on. And once if your knowledge has not been available, then what it does is like it would be trying to get the no, get the data, and it would be returning you back. So you can find it inside the conversational boosting topic, that what it does is it would be trying inside the data sources is the target that what we are trying to look on with the knowledge. And then if that's not available, and if it's not blank, then that would be returning you up with the data that what it can get from the Gen AI. And if not, it would be going up with the other conditions, and it would be ending up the topic. So that's where it would be playing a major role on. Um, so this is something that what it can have. It can have as an out of topics, right? So it would be something like it would be something like out of topic, and when you are using it, it would be referring based on something like for hospital admissions, it's best to contact the hospital directly. In it refers you stating that as an HR you would be having the you would be having the various things that has been handled, right? So it would be answering you based on that way, and if you ask it something which is not relevant, then obviously it would not be answering you on. So this is how you can develop, you can test, you can scale your applications. And when you want to publish the particular agent, then what you would be doing is like you would be clicking on with the publish once you are done with everything. And once you had clicked on with the agent, what it does is it would be having the agent being published at your background, like um, your agent was published. So your user will be able to have the content soon. It would take a minimum 5 to 10 minutes of time of whole your data getting published. And once your data is published, then what it does is it allows you to connect it with different channels. And once you had connected it to channels, you can have your own data being being connected with the different things, and you can use it over there. Like you can connect it with the telegram, or you can connect it with various data that what you have, and from there you can test it. This is how the whole thing as a copilot studio works on. And now coming back to pricing part of this particular thing, what it does is like when you go to copilot studio site, and when you are having in the when you go to pricing part, you would be able to see various options which you can get your copilot studio pricing for. So for as I told, for first 30 days it offers you for free, and post that, sorry, and post that when you want your subscription to be enabled, then you can have $2000 being paid, where you would be having the 25,000 messages per month, which is being paid yearly, either yearly or either per month, or either pay as you go method. So or it also allows you as an option to get connected with the what it does is like with the help of the pay as you go method, when you have the Azure subscription, then it allows you to use that Azure subscription, and it allows you to get connected over here. So you can use it in that way, or you can also use it in the way of using it with the Microsoft 365 365 as well. Like if you have the copilot Microsoft 365 account and you want to use that, then you can have it in the way of Microsoft 365 Copilot. It differs in different way that what your data is being used for. And yeah, I guess this is all about the Copilot Studio and the AI agent that what I wanted to cover on. Um, we still have 10 more minutes or 15 more minutes where I am now open up for any questions which are been there, and or if there are any doubts which has been there apart from the ones that what we can handle now, I can handle it via my LinkedIn as well. And again, uh, this is my LinkedIn code where you can get in touch with me post the session as well, and I would be happy to help you up with any questions that what you have post the session.